Hi everyone, how is everybody today? So I'm back today. Now I showed you start again. I'm back today with the first step really of how to make this Tilda doll. Now I did a video through the week and I said I was going to do a video the day after, but life got in the way and I couldn't do it. But I'm back today, back today with the next part to do it. And I will be doing from now on in to make this Tilda doll, because otherwise it's going to be dragged through. You'll see a step each day from me making it. So the video in the week was the materials you would need and how to go, you know, what the book you would need and the pattern and how to go about doing that. And then the next step, which is what I call the first step, is today. So what I've got in front of me, you are going to be a little bit seasick at the minute, in a minute, because I am going to be tilting the camera to sew on my machine. Now I'm no professional sewer at all. The machine I'm using is a Brother LX2 7NT machine. Now I have my stitch just a straight line, and I have my stitches to what I mean is the width of my stitches on a number 2 setting on the machine, because I don't want them that big. So what you'll need now, Angie made me this on one of the lovely little parcels she sent me. I think it was fairly recently. I think it was Christmas. It was fairly recently. I think it was Christmas. I think it was Christmas. And I keep all my sewing things in there now. My little bits and pieces that I need, anything. So the thing I will need to show you is my sewing gauge and my what do you call it? Come on, Claire. You're probably shouting at me now. What it's called? Dressmaker's chalk. And where's my pins? Oh, I can see my pins. And I've got 2 pairs of scissors. I always keep a long pair of scissors just for fabric, never use for cutting. Chris, it's a tailor scissors. Chris actually paid a lot of money for this for Christmas, and he said, you use it for paper and I will kill you. So I don't use it for paper anymore. And then I've got my little scissors. Now I put all the pieces in the bag that I had the materials from, and I'm going to take it out the bag and I'm going to do it with you, because this is part of doing it with you. So we have the legs, the arms, and I think that's the body. Let me just check. Yeah, that's the body. So that's all we will need for now. As you all know, we're going to be using this beautiful fabric, the actual dress itself. Until we get there, I'm going to put that to one side. Now, when I did the Tilda doll for Belinda, who is Belinda Coombs on YouTube, I will pop her YouTube link underneath. So if you want to pop on over, she's a fantastic crafter. And I absolutely love, she's so inspiring. She's just shared an altered, I think it was an altered shoe. Yeah, it was a shoe that she altered. But she'd done it in, it was exquisite. It's on my group, and I'm sure that it'll be on her channel too. So, like I said, she's fantastic. Now, I cut out so I left you last time with the pieces that, you know, your fabric's cut out. We didn't trace the page because we don't need to as of yet. So what we need to do, the first thing we do, we're going to concentrate on the legs first. And I'm going to try and sort of not speed this up, because there's the legs. I never edit my videos. What you see is what you get, sort of thing. So I'm going to concentrate on one leg at a time. Now, with this white fabric, there's a wrong side and there's a right side. Now that shiny white side, well, it's giving it a bit of shine, but it's not supposed to shine, cotton, but it is a bit shiny. I don't know why that is. I'm going to keep that so that when you look at the Tilda doll, that's what you see. So you need to put that face down So the side that you want to see on the Tilda doll, skin wise, decide on your cotton. Cotton can be different, so you could decide that you want that side to be the skin rather than that side. So whatever side you want to be the skin, actually I might, just because that's glimmering a bit, I don't know whether it's the light or whether it's the cotton. No, I might do it that side, the greeny side. So I'm going to put the shimmery side facing up, so I'm going to have the grainy side, sort of to speak, is the skin side. So place that down on your table. You're then going to take one and you're going to face that down on your table. You're going to fold them together, so you've got the side that you want to show as skin on your fabric doll facing down, and then the wrong side of your pretty boot, these are the boots, pretty side of your boots facing down too. Put them back to back, so they're now, if you imagine that I had a pattern on, it's now back, you know, pattern to pattern. I'm going to use a pin for this, and I'm just going to pin, well, that one's, I think that one, I put my glue in the pot with that one, so I'm not going to use that one. Right, and that's all you need to do at the moment. Again with this side, so make sure what side you've got facing down. So the shiny side is, that's the side I want facing as my boot, and that's the wrong side of the fabric, so I'll have it like that. And I need to grab my pins, so bear with me because I forgot to grab them. Sorry, that's my Lily dog. She's just squealed because I've accidentally caught a little end of her tail. She's alright because I'm stroking her underneath. Sorry, Rosie. Sorry, Miguel. Oh, bless her. I've got a office chair and I have to be careful, and I didn't look. See, that's what gets me from looking. She tends to lie straight under my chair, which means that when I'm rolling around, because it's an office chair, I sometimes catch her. I didn't catch her bad, I just caught her at the end of her, probably just, you know, didn't catch the actual tail. That's what I'm trying to say to you. She's perfectly fine. She's making a bed now under my table. So I'm going to pin that like so. So we got that. So do the same with the legs. The other pair of legs rather. So shiny side. Oh, shiny side, sorry. And the cotton. So you got them like that. And then, I don't know why there's a shiny side, but there is. Shiny side, and then the cotton. Because obviously there's, you'll need, because there's two legs, there's 4 pieces. Front and back. 4 pieces. Just checking in my own mind then. Right, now you've done all the legs and you pinned them all. This is where your little sewing gauge comes in. Now, if you haven't got one of these, my husband's nicked my ruler, but do it with your ruler. But I'd go in from that line, make sure that you've got obviously enough boot. So take your pattern and give yourself enough room on the top, because if I was to, what I'm trying to say is this. Let me explain. So this is the boot. You know, that's the boot. Now I've got plenty of my skin. I know I did. I give myself plenty of skin. But the boot, make sure that, because you're now going to stitch up the top. But if you stitch quite close, you're not going to be able to do the next step. So what I had to do is I had to take my pattern, and I'm not tracing around, and I'd gauge it. So my boot is now stopping there. And that should be 1/4, if not more. Yes, about 1/4 of an inch That's how much I had to leave it from the top, and that's more than enough. And that's how much I left it when I made the Tilda doll last time. And then make sure you pin it. So you've pinned it first, the wrong side and the right side. And the reason I do that in 2 different stages is because when I was making the Tilda doll for Belinda, I had to I cut the fabric, I think 3 times, because when I had sewed it, I'd sewed it the wrong way. So that's why I've done it in 2 different stages. So 1/4 inch, mark it, and then you know where to put your pin. Like I say, it doesn't matter on the white, the skin, so to speak. Okay, so there's that, and we're going to do the same on these. So there's more than 1/4 inch. I'm going to take my pin out. So we don't need more, but we can't need less either. Don't go more, otherwise you're not going to give yourself enough space when you come to draw the pattern out. So make sure it's 1/4 inch. So there's that one, and then there's this one. See, I did it the wrong way, I think. No, if I done it, I'm just checking that it's all with the grain. Yeah, it is all with the grain. Right, 1/4 inch. Take my pin out. Like I say, do it with a ruler. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Do it with a ruler. If you haven't got one of these little gadgets, I nabbed mine from my mum because she's quite good at sewing, so she knows what she's talking about when it comes to the sewing machine. Me, not so much. I do like using it, but I'm not a professional. So once you've done that, I'm going to put my pins to one side. Where I'm going to put them, I don't know, because I've got projects on my desk coming out of my Euros. Right, I'm going to move this because you'll need this. You may need this in a second. Move your scissors. Now I'm right-handed, so my machine's going to be on my right side. My machine also is a foot pedal, so I'm going to do all the legs with you today. You won't need the pattern, it's just the pieces that you've cut out. Right, I want to make sure you guys can see. So that doesn't do anything for us. Let's turn the light on. That's better-ish. It's quite dull outside today. Right, okay. I'm going to move my machine slightly because I want you to see all what I'm doing. Okay. So, we're going to put the foot down. Now, this is called a foot. I'm using standard white cotton. And I'm just checking that my cotton... When I'm using standard white cotton, so I've got some cotton at the bottom and it's running quite low, so it might run out as we go along, and if it does I'll pop on another one on. But the cotton needs to go at the back of the machine, so it goes through the foot and at the back. That's how I do it on my machine. Some machines work differently, but the cotton always goes to the back of the machine. So put the foot down to about there. Now if it helps, if it does, you can make like a dot to dot line with your fabric chalk. Me, I don't do it by eye. What I've done is I can see the line I've drawn with the fabric chalk here, and what I've done with my eye line, I've gone straight down and I'm going to do a straight stitch. Taking the pin out because the pin is just there for while we're marking. It's not there necessarily for doing what we're doing right now. So, and I'm going to sew front and then I'm going to sew backwards. When I sew backwards, that is to ensure the stitches stay in place. There is a lever, there's the lever on my machine which allows the foot, because the fabric will follow this way, Once I press the lever, it'll come towards me, which means the stitches goes back on itself. I do that about twice to make sure that those stitches will stay in place, and then after I've done that and we've sewn it all, I'm able then to cut the pieces of cotton away. So back, back. Now continue your stitch all the way across, and then back again and up. Make sure your needle is totally up. Lift the lever, and then at the side of my machine, and you guys may not be able to see it, there's like a little cut where I can cut the cord. Let me show you. There it is. See? Right. So what we've got is, what you'll have is that. So I'm going to quickly, I'm not going to edit this. This is like, I never edit my videos. And so you're going to see it as it is. So if you want to skip this part, skip it. The next part, I'll put a thumbs up in the next part, so you'll know when to stop skipping. But if you want to skip this part, you can skip ahead. Forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. Bring my needle up, foot up, cut my cord. That's that one done. Okay. Okay. Forward, back, forward, back, forward, back to just show those stitches, and back once more. Needle up, cut those threads, and then the last one is this bit. So we're gonna go here, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward. Okay, so now we have our pieces, and that's what they look like. That's exactly what you'll have. Okay, so now we've got these. I'm going to do the arms and the legs together, and then the body I think I may do separate, because the arms don't take as long as the body either. So with the arms, it's the same process. So we decided that the shiny side, which is that side, wasn't going to be seen. So that's the cotton side, that's the fabric side. Measure it up to there. Now you'll notice there's more of this. It's just the way I've cut it. There's no reason for it. That's the shiny side, I think. No, that's the shiny side. That's the shiny side, so that's not going to be seen. And again with your gauge, so the more you do, the when you've done the legs, the arms is the same process. So I'm going to mark 1/4 inch. I'm going to pin. So there's one. I'm going to mark 1/4 inch there, and I'm going to pin. Oh, I forgot to give you the thumbs up if you were skipping ahead. I'm going to pin that there. So there's 2, and then these 2 are the same. So one's the shiny side and one's not. So which is the side that we decided to work with? Wait a sec. I've forgotten myself. That's, oh, this is that side I should be looking at. So it's that side. So that's the, yeah, that's the shiny side. The shiny side I don't want to be seen, so it goes on the outside. And then the shiny side for this is that one. I don't want that to be seen, that goes on the outside too. So again, grab your marker, go in 1/4 of an inch, pin, quarter of an inch there, and pin. I might have enough time actually to do the body, but we'll see, because I don't want the video to be too long for you guys. Because sometimes when you're following something like this, breaking it down step by step is the easiest way. I find sometimes when it's too overcomplicated, I can't do it. But if it's broken down into steps, I'm able to concentrate and do. Okay. So again, take your pin out, because your pin was just there to let you know. I've not even marked that side, clap. What's going on here? No, I haven't marked that side. Wait, side, guys. There, now I've marked it. Okay, about there. So, forward, back, forward, back, keep going forward, back, lift that up, lift this up, and I'm going to go back. So that's what we had on that side. So I went down a little bit, but it doesn't matter. Does not matter at all. So again, see, I can't flick it over now because I've got, should have done it on the shortest piece, but never mind. Right, so forward, back, forward, back. So forward, then go back, then go back. Cut your string off. So that's that one done. Oops. Okay. Forward, back, forward, and back again, forward and back again. There's that one. I'm just looking at the, what am I looking at? The cotton at the bottom. Now my cotton is there. No, it's not cotton. Where's my cotton? I'm just going to make sure it's at the back where it should be. Okay, it is. So again, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, and backwards more. Make sure my needle's up, which it is, and then I can cut my cord. Oops. Okay. So what we've got now is, I think I will do the body. So if this video is a little bit too long, no, I do the body in this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the body in the second step. I don't want the video to be too long for you guys. So there's the first arm. There's our second arm, and because I went forward and back twice, and the reason I did it twice is, one is because it's a doll, two is because it's to keep stitches in, and three is I'm able to cut the cords, you know, the little cottons away. One there. And like I said on my video in the week, I didn't read any instructions in the book. I just didn't. I watched a ton of videos on YouTube and I did it that way, and then I did it my way. So we have now got the arms. Yeah, those are the arms. These are now the legs. And I'm going to save these videos in a playlist on my channel so you can see it. You don't have to keep scrolling through my videos to see what the next step was. I'm going to do that today actually, because the more steps we do with this Tilda doll, the better it'll be when we get to whatever step it is. I'm just cutting away the string. And if you've got any of the string that's fraying like this, I always like to cut it away. It doesn't really matter, but for neatness, I like to cut mine away. That one, back and forth. And like I say, there is a reason why we've gone in 1/4 inch from the top. Right, so now what we have now is, and I'll show you in a second once I've finished cutting everything. Right, what we have now is what you should have is 4 pieces for your legs, because you'll need 2 pieces for each leg, and it'll look like that once it's finished from the outside. So you get 4 pieces for your legs, and because we did the arms as well in this video, you'll get 4 pieces for your arms, because it's 2 for each arm, of course, and that's what it'll look like. So if you've done that and you've got your arms, bear with me. I am going to do, because this step in the week I didn't class as step 1, even though I'll class that as what you'll need, but it's not an actual step, or it's a process, but it's not a step, I don't think. And what I'll do is I will now cut off and I'll say goodbye to you all and have a wonderful day. But I am going to do step 2 and do the body, and that will go up today as well. So you'll have step 1 and step 2 to follow today, and then you'll have all the pieces, and then the following step will all be on the same page with all the pieces. So like I say, I love reading your comments. I have been reading your comments, which is why I'm continuing doing this doll, because I've been reading as you guys have been saying, can't wait to see the process, thank you for doing the process. And I can't remember who said it exactly, but I'm glad you said thank you for doing the process, because I wasn't originally going to do a step-by-step guide on how to do one, but everybody kept asking me, and I'm thinking, oh, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. So this is what I've done. I hope you really enjoy it, and like I say, when we have finished, I hope you give it a go at making one. So let me know what you thought of this step 1. It's not really much to look at the moment, because all we're doing is preparing our pieces to do the next step. So bear with me, I will say goodbye to you all. Have a lovely rest of the day. Like I said, the next step for the body, because we're going to do the body as well, that's going to go up today as well, and I will speak to you all very soon. So take care, I'll catch you all then, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.